What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening, I have a brother on the phone by the name of Fenel Baine, and he's going to talk to us about the state of Delaware, all right, and the prison there. You know, that's where I'm from. I'm from Wilmington myself, so this is something that is important for me to help put out. You know, we help a lot of people, but when it comes to my home state, I'm definitely really involved to heart. So we're gonna jump right in there and let the brother let us know what's going on. All right, bro. Thanks for pulling up on us. You there?
I wanted to thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, you
I
welcome.
always say that our silence is their power, and they try to limit our voice, just not
Yeah, they definitely
because
do.
they understand that. Yes.
Yeah, you right about that, bro.
So
Go ahead. I want to give you the floor. I know that you got a lot to share, so go ahead. The floor is yours.
okay. I wanted to start off by issuing a travel advisory to all black people in Delaware to not come to the state. I mean, all black people in America to not come to the state of Delaware. I think this state is the highest incarcerator in the world. Um, we incarcerate 746 out of every 100,000 residents. They don't believe in justice in this state. They piss on the Constitution, and defendants or people accused of crimes are not any type of due process. Now, I understand that this is the situation all throughout America, but it's entrenched in this state. Like everything that's wrong with our system, our legal system in America is heightened here, you know, and so when we come to these prisons, they end up modeling the same type of system that exists within, you know, the legal system. So we're denied justice from the courts, and then we come to prison and still are denied justice. All arms of the state, they work for each other, they cover each other's back. It's a small, tight-knit state that's controlled by a small group of corporate individuals, the DuPonts, and so nothing ever gets brought to light, nothing ever gets audited, investigated, you know, and so people here that are charged with crimes, especially that are convicted, we have a hard time just getting the truth out, much less in justice. So, you know, I was given 91 years. I was involved in two guys tried to fight me and my co-defendant. He was my friend, now he's my co-defendant. And my co-defendant ended up killing a guy he was fighting. I was defending myself against the brother. The brother never died, just a 2-on-2 fight, you know, and so my co-defendant received 20 years, took the plea to 20 years. I decided to go to trial. I was charged with manslaughter, gun charges, and all of that. And because I went to trial, they gave me 91 years. My co-defendant is leaving this month. We've been down 18 years, and he's leaving this month, walking out. Yet I have 73 more years left because I decided to exercise my constitutional rights to a trial. And in Delaware, there's an implicit agenda to eliminate defendants' rights to a trial. So they scare you, they cajole you, they pressure you to plea. 95% of our convictions are from plea bargains. So defendants never get to see the light of day from a trial, jury of their peers trial. And so we come to these prisons and they end up doing the same thing. There's no access to the law library or limited access. Our mail comes up missing. Sometimes we don't even get our mails. Officers are retaliate over small things. You know, the grievance system is defunct. They recognize the disciplinary system against us. You know, it's a litany of issues, like too many to name in this short time. But my goal right now is so everybody in America can know that Delaware is the worst state in the nation. We are worse than Texas. We are worse than California. We are the first state to sign the Constitution, the last state to abolish slavery.
Mm-hmm.
We're the last state to, we were the state that fought for the Union, and yet it's a peculiar state. And it's small, so nobody knows, but they are very, very corrupt, you know, and like I said, that was my intention, was to shed a light on this, because I feel like, you know, like I always say, our silence is their power. Only way to expose the darkness is to shed a light on it. And I just want everybody in America to know, man, this state is very, very corrupt. We have progressive states around us, Maryland, PA, New Jersey, and yet officials in this state, from the courts to the prisons to the legislature, are intent on dialing back the clock, are intent on taking us back, or intent on not reforming, not changing. You know, the punitiveness is entrenched in the state. We get punished for the smallest infractions. We have a docile prison population, so that empowers the administration to pretty much do what they want to do here.
And what's it called?
There's so many issues. I'm in James P. Vaughn Correctional Center. We're in Smyrna, Delaware, biggest prison in the state.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the prison here, it's not a lot of crime in Delaware, which means that not a lot of people come to prison. So they have to engage in so many corrupt tactics just to sustain the prison level, population level that they have. And so what happens is they're engaged in an unjust enrichment agenda where they create ways to keep us trapped in these prisons as long as possible. Because if they let inmates out, they're not going to have anybody coming in. The intake rate is low. So they want to sustain their population levels to maintain sealed job positions, overtime hours. So we're denied programming, we're denied trades, real jobs, real access to good time. Anything that can get prisoners out early, they deny those things.
Wow.
Because they want to keep the jail populated. Yes. It's all a numbers game.
Do they ever try to give a rhyme or reason to why they deny everything, or do they just blatantly deny it with no feedback?
I'm sorry, you said they found a reason why they deny everything?
Yeah, do they try to find reasons why they denying things, or do they just blatantly just do it with no feedback?
Oh man. Appeals or motions, or like disciplinary write-ups?
All of it. Anything you know.
When we talking about appeals and motions, they don't give any reasons. They will state frivolous reasons. The courts, I mean, they really just do what they want to do. They will change policies. Like we have a Rule 61 post-conviction process. That's what you go through when you're convicted and you want to appeal that. And the courts literally change the rules to their convenience without legislative approval. They go around the legislature, create their own rules. Yeah, and a lot of times they won't rule on our appeals. They won't rule on the merits. You know, like if I raise 5 issues, they'll deny my appeal based off of one issue and ignore the other 4 that might have something to do with actual innocence or, you know, things of that nature. And they literally just do what they want to do. It's appalling.
Yeah, Delaware has a lot of issues when it comes to the judicial system and the prisons and just how it's ran, period. I'm sure you heard, you know, Leo boards still exist in our state. One of the reasons why there's such a quick turnaround rate for incarceration is because they incarcerate people for foolish things, like you said. Like you can have a fine for $15 and they'll lock you up. Like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a system that I feel is deliberately, it's deliberately set that way. I believe that, just from the things that I've seen.
Yes, just come on vacation, leave on probation. That's the attitude. The population is not high because there's not a lot of people in the state, but the rate of incarceration is high. The chances of you getting locked up is very high. They lock us up for jaywalking.
Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. Yeah. So what are some of the other things you want to bring to light that you think we should know?
Well, when you were speaking about the Lieber thing,
Leo Boer?
Police,
Yes.
The police bill of rights. There's no open government here, so there's a lot of things that government does that are secret that other states don't allow. So if there's an agency that's engaged in misconduct or malfeasance, they have freedom of information exemptions where these agencies don't have to release this information to the public, to the media, or anybody inquiring. Like, let's say, the police kill somebody, or
Right.
officers in prison assault a prisoner. They don't have to release that information. They got exemptions.
Yeah.
And so the public never ever get to see the internal documents and files of police operations in the street, CO operations in prison, unless somebody files a lawsuit. It's the only way.
So.
And that allows these agencies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that allows these agencies to engage in all manner of misconduct because they understand that they are protected. There's no standards. There's no standardized rules that detail how officers are disciplined, whether it's police in the streets, whether it's COs in the prisons. There's nothing. There's no standardized set of rules, no itemized list of what happens when they're accused of misconduct. They just sweep it under the rug.
Yep.
Complaint about prison. I'm sorry.
I say, yeah, you're right. They call it the Delaware way.
Yes, that's. I feel so. I feel so assured that you understand these things because we be under the impression that nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm from Delaware, so
yeah.
I know. I think I have an inside track on what goes on there a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, most people wouldn't even think because Delaware got so much going on. It seemed like, they got a lot of corruption. I know we don't got too much more time, but I want to give you an opportunity. All of these things that's going on, knowledge is one thing, but putting that knowledge to use is power. So I want to give you an opportunity to address the listeners of what you think, how can they get involved or, spark something in them.
Oh, man, I think that's the major reason why it's because those who are called the check power, which are citizens, we're slumbering on our rights. I would like for the people to just, at the bare minimum, to just raise awareness. Some type of habit.
Usted tiene minuto disponibles.
Some type of movement. Tagger videos. I have videos on TikTok, YouTube. Just spread the awareness. That's where it starts. Is to engage the public and enlighten everybody to what's going on. Outside of that, we just got to build a coalition of organizations who are willing to fight against the establishment. That's the only way, and it has to be sustained momentum. Because a lot of momentum has came, but it's fizzled as fast as it came. So it has to be a sustained movement. So this stuff has to change.